The boy Boosie say, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. That man sick and tired of being sick and tired, man. What Martin say on life? It's too hot. I'm tired, boss. He said it's too hot. He tired. Too hot. You tired? Yeah, boy Boosie just accepted a plea on that federal gun case he got caught with back in the kidnap when he was in California. He had the blick tucked in the back, and it was a foreman out there recording. And he sent this straight to LAPD. Got pulled over. Security didn't want to claim it, and yeah, they cuffed the boy, put him on the ankle monitor, and the rest is history. But it's been a few years. He tired of fighting, man. He tired of spending all his money, and I guess he don't want to go all the way through with going to trial because he know, because ain't no way he think he can beat this case. That's why he like, I'm just gonna take the plea, man. Like, I ain't even gonna play with these folks, and they do me dirty. They do me like they did BG. And nah, like I'm go ahead. I'm facing what 5 to 10 with his priors. He ain't really got no gang ties. He ain't got no crazy criminal history as far as like convictions. Um, he ain't been getting caught with blicks, so he ain't looking at no 15, 20, nothing like that. It ain't no switch. The gun wasn't stolen, I don't think. Yeah, it wasn't stolen. So yeah, about 5 to 10. But he say just accepted a plea from the federal government on my gun case. I thought this case was over and I was going to get on with my life, but God don't make mistakes, and I'm tired of fighting. Talk to my family, and this is the right decision. To all my fans across the world, say a prayer for your boy and go get that new album, Words of a Real One. Yeah, Boosie just dropped Words of a Real One, and it seemed like the hip hop industry don't care because they didn't do no repost. Yeah, I ain't seen not one rapper outside his camp repost Words of a Real One. So it may not really boost it like how he think, but in his face, they smile in your face, they smile in the face, but they don't really rock on it like that. He ain't really tied in with the industry like that because they at least repost the album, and I don't see none of that stuff, So, but in his face, but we grew up on you, oh yeah, you win and all that, but they don't really fuck with him like that, especially in a town like this. Why wouldn't they repost? And I ain't gonna lie, every song I've been hearing, like what he been playing in the background, shit like that. That shit do sound fire now. The Words of a Real One. That don't sound like it's the one. Like sound like that old Boosie. Yeah, it sound like you got them old beats. I don't know. Big Wayne on the track. I don't know Big Wayne on the track, but it sound like they cross the tracks, man. So yeah, man, that's worth checking out. The Words of a Real One. Y'all go download that. Y'all go stream that. Yeah, man. Because right now, Boosie, he need it. Yeah, if you out there and you really support Boosie, or you just like hip hop music, good Southern music, yeah, y'all go with that album, man. Like, this the time to support Boosie, whether it's movies, cologne, whatever he got going, topless pool parties. Yeah, because he gonna need it, man. He facing 5 to 10, and we all know with the prosecutors with Boosie, they ain't gonna really show him no love. So if you thinking he gonna get the low end of the deal, I can't really say because man, they been one Boosie head. They been one Boosie head. Like all the disrespect that he be saying, all the songs that he did made towards the police, the judge, they'll listen to that right before they sentence him. Yeah, the California judges and shit like that will treat him like Louisiana judges. And they ain't really trying to spare Boosie. If they ain't really want Boosie in prison when he beat it the first time, they wouldn't have with him again. But Boosie is not in the elite. Boosie is not no Mason. Boosie sin and he do evil things to people, or he done it, right? But he didn't do it the elite way. He did it the Baton Rouge across that track way. So it's a difference. He don't really have no real power in the industry. He never walked through them doors. He walked through a Satan door, but that just, you got some steppers. They handle this. You a street boss, like a street guard, trap guard type. They got money and fame, and people like you make good music. But far as like real power, if he would have been like any artist that's under the elite, or if he was down with somebody, like say he signed to Rock Nation and they got the power, he would have walked. When he beat that shit the first time, it would have been done. But since he ain't got no power and he got all hate with no power, he bound to drizzy out. He's stepping in front of that judge. This is why mistakes like he made, having a gun in the back like that, and this ain't the 2002 days, the '03 days where we win 4X's and 5X, 3X, tall T. We don't go to Foot Locker and Foot Action no more. Get the 5 for 20, 4 for 20, 3 for 20, tall T, however you want to. Sometimes the regular shirts were like 5 for 20, the tall T's were like 3 for 20, some shit like that, if I ain't mistaken. So it would have been in the tall T era. He could have had the gun in the back and, raise his arm up or have, and the gun would have shown. The t-shirt would have been so long, the gun would have showed. But if you wear them shirts that's fit, and if you raise your arm up or you move and you sagging, or you don't really got your pants all the way on your waist, that gun gonna show. Especially if the gun not compact. It's a full size weapon. You got it in the back. Hey, Boosie, if you gonna carry the blick, you might as well go ahead and get the compact joint and tuck that in. Don't do no double stack. You can't do the double stack. So like the Glock 27 double stack, that's too fat. Now you want to do single stack. Yeah, compact. Let alone don't even have no blick on you. So Boosie, he can have security with him and they can be strapped, but he still don't want to put his life in their hands. So is your team really legit, or that team you had with you that day? Boosie don't really trust his team. If you got security that's strapped and you got people with you, and you still got to carry the fire, that means you don't 100% think that they'll fire. I mean, they'll bust if some shit go down and bullets get to flying. They're gonna really pull out and really get to busting. You're not gonna put 100% of your life in their hands. Another thing too, like you having that blick on you. Now I can understand Baton Rouge where you got smoke at, Louisiana where smoke can, approach you. It's a reason somebody should want to just down you, right? But California, if you gotta have the blick on you out there, I know they do heavy robbing like that, but that's why you got your security and yeah, carry more security, carry more. Like when you in California, spots like that where the robbing rate is higher. Yeah, man. Instead of having one or two, have 4 or 5. Pay the money. You rap hustling. You doing features and promo and shows. Yeah, that's how you gonna have to come. But you gotta put yourself in these predicaments when you're a street artist and you rap hustling. See, that's the con of rap hustling, being on a low level as an artist, meaning low level meaning like a D, C grade level, meaning you still gotta do the features that a motherfucker got 15,000, 10,000. If you are artist and you'll do a feature for between 1,000 and about 20,000, you're gonna always put yourself at risk of getting caught with blicks or getting robbed or getting shot because now you gotta get money and do business with the low lives, the real steppers, the plugs who got an artist, yeah, the robbers, the shiesty motherfuckers. Once you get over that 30K hump, you start charging 40, 50,000. You're not gonna be doing a lot of features and doing a lot of promo for the average street or being around a lot of hood dudes. When you start making 50, 60, 70, 80, let alone 100,000 per verse, now it's gonna be strictly people who got big backing from labels or big marketing budget, big album budget, big independent label. So you're not gonna be if a motherfucker spend 80 grand for a verse and they shoot a video, it ain't gonna be where it can go down. It's too much invested. But if a motherfucker just spend 10,000, even though motherfucker spending 10,000 and 5 people in that area or the city surrounding got 10,000, he made 50,000. And you done drove in all, you probably done drove 3 hours and made 50 grand. Plus the show, another 30 grand, 35 grand. Did an interview using California in 3 days, you made 100K. Well, the dude who charged 80K, he can do one verse, but he may not get phone calls like that because he charged 80K. And if he really not the hottest artist or really can make hit records, when he get called, his phone may stop ringing at times. But if you got 10K from dudes who barely get money and they can come up with 10K, or they can go to their banks and get 10K, or they scamming, or they hustling, or however they can get it real quick. Taxes, tax season, PPP loan, you can get 10K, they gonna call you. Let alone the artist that you build with, which they'll call you. So you'll always stay getting money because you're more affordable and your name just as big. But the dude charge 80, 70,000, 100K. Some weeks he can be hot. Well, he done did 4 or 5 features. Labels and called major artists, major independent artists, or he done did a lot of shows. He may get 120,000, 150,000 a show. It may be a month where he don't really do a lot of shows. He may did like 4 shows, 3 shows that month. Boosie, on the other hand, he charging 35, 40, 50. He doing 30 shows a month or 20 shows a month. But one month he may do 20 shows. So he gonna always win, but he gonna always stay working. But if he ain't hot, he ain't really gonna get no money because he charged that much. It don't matter if he hot or can't make hit records. He's still gonna be getting called because he Boosie.
So the artist, the superstar artist, the major label artist, when the features or the shows go down, this is why you learn different things in the music business, whether it's movies, TV shows, shooting videos, like how the baby can do, investment, stocks. You in the elite rooms. You got artists, CEO, you got your own label. So if that shit slow down, all these other things pick up or going crazy. You invest into Ring like Nas did. Yeah. Different businesses on the side, real estate, open up a club, start a podcast, whatever. And then when the shows or features pick up, you find your mojo again, you good. Let alone if you can sell tickets, just because it slow down on the features and shit like that. If you can sell tickets, they'll always, if you can't do your own tour, they'll throw you with other people. So it could be you, Nicki Minaj, such and such, such and such, you, 2 Chainz, you know what I'm saying? So you good. If you somebody like Boosie, you just gotta work hard for every dollar. Somebody else got your masters with all your hit records on it. You would just have to work hard like Boosie do, which another con side besides being in the streets in hood videos and you gotta carry blicks and you can get shot, locked up, shit like that. Your health will beat you up, like eating bad, drinking, smoking, stuff like that. If you around catch diabetes, you partying way more because you got to be in the club way more, shit like that. So,
But it's a con when charging 10, 15, 20,000. And that's one of them. When you really a real street nigga, you got a lot of jury on. Everywhere you pull up is gonna be hoods. It ain't gonna be legit spots. So anybody can pull up informants because you want all your visuals to be so hood, thugged out, and you on a block, and you still got that type of mind frame. You don't force, hey man, we gonna shoot a video. You don't force the artist that we gotta rent this place out, or you gotta do this, or I ain't coming over here. It ain't no real structure or no rules to doing business with you. If you got the 10K, 15K, we can meet anywhere. I meet you anywhere, nigga. I don't give a ooh, try your pistol down. I don't give it up. A real street. That's how we live it up. So that's how Boosie coming when it coming to that. Like you got the whatever he charged for the video. You got the money for the verse. You got the money to clear the song. We can meet anywhere. Bring 30 Crips, blood. Bring 30, 40 blood. Everybody pull up in your head. Cause y'all gotta think, the dudes who spending 15,000, 20,000, 10,000, 30,000 even, these dudes more so independent artists, niggas who straight from the street, stuff like that, right? So if they not B level A-list artists, they got real deals and they really in the streets. and then they call somebody like Boosie to do a feature, then shoot the video. And really, in they hood, they the man, but nowhere else. In the industry, they the man, nowhere else. They hood, so they do a video and a song with somebody like Boosie. Where you think they're gonna want to shoot the video at? Especially if big artists not known for coming in their hood, and they the first ones out their hood with the money that's gonna bring these artists there, so they can look like the man and get the respect. And everybody look at them females, treat them different. Everybody treat them different. They gonna want to shoot that in the hood where everybody can see it, so he can be like, I was the first one that did this. I was the first one to bring Lucci to the hood. I was the first one to bring Sauce Walker to the hood, Boosie to the hood, whoever to the hood. I did that. Like, it ain't like it's a bankhead or a neighborhood that's known for bringing all these artists out there, or all these artists come from out there and they turn up, they go up. So you from this small hood and y'all gang bang, or y'all do what y'all do. Y'all into it with niggas, or y'all just get money, but the world don't know y'all. You gonna bring whatever artist you do a song with, you gonna bring them back to your hood. Especially if you really run shit. And all, yeah, you need that clout. You need that rep. You need whatever come with that. You need that on your resume. Show Boosie how we get down, how we live. Especially y'all look at him like a real street too. So yeah, you gonna want to show him all the shit that you think he impressed by, but he ain't. Nigga get extra tough. Nigga show more guns. Nigga show all his jewelry. Yeah, nigga be extra gang banging on all levels, all type of shit to try to impress him and stuff. But he gonna play the role because he here to get the bag. So that's the only thing. When you somebody like Lil Wayne, Wayne don't gotta go to them hoods. Nigga, either you gonna rent out a building or it's gonna be somewhere with a lot of security where it's safe. Where yeah, or he ain't gonna shoot a video at the level he at. He ain't gonna do it. He'll tell you a number that he know y'all ain't gonna pay. How much you want for the verse? Give me 350,000, quarter million. So yeah, you rolling the dice, especially if you wanna carry the fire. You don't really believe in having all the security. And you tapped in with the low, you tapped in with the blood, you tapped in with the SA. Everybody love you. You think everybody love you. Everybody love you, but it was a nigga doing this right here, recording on live. You know what I'm saying? So he still love you though, but he had to do his job. But hey, nigga love you though, but he was doing his job. So that lunch should only go but so far. Nigga blow you down, still love you though. But hey, Boosie, he ain't never violate. He ain't never pissed dirty. He wasn't still getting in trouble. He ain't never get re-locked up or nothing. So they should take that into consideration.
At the same time, they also gonna take what they don't like about Boosie into consideration too. If you got a female judge and she like women, and they watch Boosie speak out against that, always bashing that, they can work against him. If it's a man judge and he like men, they can work against him. Or he got family member that's like that, a daddy, whoever, uncle, they can work against him. If they've been touched when they was younger, they can work against him. If somebody that Boosie dissed, like the owner of IG, say somebody like him donated to one of their companies or organizations, or somebody who they really love, family members, organization, or whoever, they see Boosie diss them, they can work against him. Let alone what Boosie think about the judge, the police, the DA, prosecutors. So yeah, he got good things working in his favor as far as like, he ain't never violate, he ain't never failed no drug tests, he ain't never try to skip town, he ain't never miss no court dates, stuff like that. But he also got, he ain't got no gang ties or no real bad criminal history. But he also got all the things he speak out against him. He got what he said about the police and the DA and the judge, prosecutors against him. He got racist people against him. He got the rainbow community against him. He got Hollywood against him. So yeah, that should be cool when you independent, you ain't working for nobody, you ain't sold your soul or nothing like that. Falls like in that, like, but when you get in trouble, you'll need them type of people. Cause that's how them other people be walking. So yeah. Sometimes money can't bond a nigga out. Jailhouse lawyers trying to stress a nigga out.
Let's say he do get 5 years, he get credit some time, he end up having to do 4 or something like that. He can do programs, get a year taken off, do other programs. That's if he come into prison to be a good inmate. Last time he went to prison, he said, I ain't coming to prison to be no good inmate. So that means Boosie will go, he even may complete a program, but 4 5 years, that's a, you can be forgot about. So you mean to tell me he ain't gonna get caught with no phones? He ain't gonna have no phones. He ain't gonna be hustling in that bitch because Boosie gonna want to feel he got an image to uphold. So everybody looking at you like, but you the real street nigga, but you the boss of the street, you this and that. So they're gonna bring him opportunities to, fuck up as far as like you being control over the lean, the gas, you buying tobacco from you. You got the phones, you got this certain power. Yeah, because he ain't gonna be on a PC. So yeah, it'd be hard for Boosie to be a good inmate. It'd be hard. May get caught jerking one. Then that program he did, they take that back. May get into it with a nigga. Gotta use his blade. They take it back. So we'll see though. But Boosie, from the last time, he said he don't never go to jail being no good inmate, trying to be no good inmate. So it's up to him. It could be one of the reasons why he knew he was gonna go do some time. That's why he was dropping all this music, staying relevant, staying in the algorithm, speaking on everything. It's one of the reasons why. But hopefully he can get the lowest he can get, 2 or 3 years, and end up only having to do about a year and a half, maybe two on the high end, and yeah, come back out and fly straight. But he said that last time, and still carrying that fight. But sometimes you'll come out of prison and you have a 2 3 year run, but breaking old habits so hard to do, breaking old habits so hard to do, so you'll eventually go back to toting that iron. If he ain't on no ankle monitor or no papers or nothing or whatever, he'll be smoking. He'll get back to smoking. So he gonna be smoking in that bitch. You think he ain't gonna now that he can and he's sitting down and he gotta do the 3 or the 4 or the 5, or if they really fuck him over, he gets 7. Man, that nigga ain't going to prison to be no good inmate. That man finna do what he do. But man, the internet gonna be born without Boosie. The internet gonna be born. As far as like what he do is gonna be born. Like what he bring to the internet, the interviews, comments, shit like that. So him going live, interacting with his fans, but he put himself in them hood predicaments, and he take matters in his own hands, being shell, not thinking straight. You wearing your clothes fit, so if you move your arm like this, your shirt gonna come up, you sagging, that blick gonna show. Niggas ain't in the front of you. Everybody, was a lot of people behind you. You can't watch everything. You ain't got security behind you. It's just you. So yeah, man, a situation like that happen, man. But Boosie want organized, like him and the security guard weren't on the same accord. So when a situation like that take place, the story already rehearsed. We already know what we gonna say. Everything yours, ain't nothing mine. It ain't no back and forth. It ain't no, you know what I'm saying? Um, but it make it hard when you got the gun on you and they recording you and they send it to them and they see it. That's a hard fight to win. That's a hard fight. Like they see it on you. So man, but we'll see though, man. Y'all hit that like button. Y'all subscribe. Y'all tell me what y'all feel about this, man. Boosie took his plea on the federal gun case. Yeah, man, we're gonna see what they're gonna do, man. 5 to 10. Yeah, 5 to 10, man. Damn. But yeah, man, he say God don't make no mistakes. That's what he say. So he going through this shit for a reason, because God don't make no mistakes. So follow me on IG, the_gang_spitter. Donate to the channel, $ the gang spitter 704. Share the video so my page can grow. I need 1,000+ likes so the algorithm know. Subscribe to my channel so my YouTube can grow. And the Moan Lit Crawler Cut back page gone. He was with go. This video right here is brought to you by EliFixCredit.com. Hey man, say man, this the deal of the year right here. To all my fans, my following, my supporters, anybody who rock with me, this the best way I can help you. This the best game I done gave since I done started the YouTube, really, because this right here gonna turn your situation all the way up. Tony the Closer. He just teamed up with Eli. And guess what they doing right now? If your credit starts with a 4, 5, or 6, I'm telling you right now, stop playing. I'm talking late payments. I'm talking collections. I'm talking evictions. I'm talking repos, charge-offs, all that stuff, man. He taking all that off your credit, and it ain't taking 6 months, a year, 4 months, 3 months, 2 months, none of that stuff. I'm saying you're gonna see results in 4, 5 days. Let me tell y'all again, because I don't think you heard me. I'm saying he's showing y'all results in 4, 5, 6, 7 business days, and he only charging y'all $250, and he guaranteeing you funding. And if you want business credit, he charges $500, and he can guarantee you 6-figure funding. If he don't keep his word, if he don't show you results with 4, 5, 6, 7 days, and then the big results in like 2 to 3 weeks, he'll give you money back and give you $100. I say he'll give you $250 back and give you $100 for playing with you, for playing with your top. Same thing if you decide to go the business route and you want business credit fixed and you need trade lines, primaries, he got it all. If you're an artist and you need funding and ain't no labels reaching out to you, you want that big bag, you need to holler at Eli. Pay the $250, pay the $500, fix your credit, build your credit, add some primaries and trade lines. Oh, that's a different fee. Add some trade lines and primary, and y'all take this to the bank and get your funding and take off with your rap career, your R&B career, your movie career, whatever you got going on, your restaurant, your barbershop, your truck driving business, your hair salon. So I'm telling y'all, man, like, y'all know we in America. They only care about credit. Credit is king these days. This ain't the streets. Cash is king in the streets. But this is real life, the real world. So credit is what you need. You got a 4, 5, 6. You can't get that apartment. You making the money, but you still can't get the apartment you want. You can't get that house you want. You can't get that car you want because you ain't reached out to Tony the Closer, or you ain't reached out to Eli and paid the $250. And then you ain't even got to pay the $250 up front. You can just pay $64 today, and you can team up with Zip, and you can do 4 payments. So $64 a day if you get approved. So $64 a day if you team up with Zip and you get approved, and then you got 4 payments. So you ain't even got to come out of pocket all the way to 250. 64, he gonna get to work. As soon as you pay the 64, you get approved with Zip, he gonna get to work. So by the time you probably pay all your 250, you're already seeing results. If it don't work, if I'm capping, or you feel like this is a scam, like the other fake internet dudes be doing, they be taking your money, you got to pay all this buku money. He give me your money back and give me your $100. And he ain't taking all day, so it ain't gonna take that long to get your money back. He only got a week to show you the results, and then about 2 or 3 weeks to show you the big results. So how you gonna lose? I'm telling you, the link in the bio. Y'all go over there, either have your $64 ready or your $250, and fix your credit. Take them 500 scores, 600 scores, take it to 750, 780, 800. Get you some trade line primaries, fix your business credit, man. Get with the program, man. That's EliFixCredit.com. That's EliFixCredit.com. If you still can't find it, go to Tony the Closer IG, Tony the Closer underscore. That's his IG at Tony the Closer underscore. Go over there, subscribe to him. He ain't come to his DM, tell him the game spitter sent you, and say you need that credit score plug. And if you need the game on the real estate, you already know. I'm gonna drop that link too. So man, y'all tap in. He was with him. Go.
I'm just tripped out right now, man. And I don't like to put people in my business, especially my financial business. But I got to tell y'all about this. So about a year, maybe 8-9 months ago, I started working with a credit repair company to get my credit right. I already had worked with a couple. They didn't do nothing. But this one, we were seeing some progress. But again, it took a year and a half to make the progress that we made. So that progress looked like I probably started around about low 500s across all 3 bureaus. And we got one of them up to about the mid 600s. And the other 2 really hadn't made any progress. They was still around the mid 500s. So I just got impatient and I said, screw it. I came across Eli and I didn't know what to expect. And I still would say on my wildest dreams, I didn't expect this. In 30 days, he took my credit scores from what I just told you, mid 500s to mid 600 on the highest one, to this being my lowest from the mid 500s, right? These 2 right here, now 748, 756. And the one that was in the, I think 660 or something like that, mid 600s, going on the upper 600s, 816. But he did it in 30 days. I don't know if y'all hear me. I spent over a year and a half, thousands of dollars with another company after wasting my money before that. And this ain't a screenshot. I don't know if y'all can see the date right here. It says May 5th. And the last refresh of mine was 502. $90,000, $93,000 in debt wiped off my credit report in 30 days. 100+ point jump across all 3 bureaus, even the one that wasn't that bad, in 30 days. So if you even been thinking about getting your credit repaired, this is your sign to stop stalling, because I don't really know how he's going to be this effective and still have any type of capacity or availability to keep working with people. But just take it from me. Matter of fact, don't take it from me. Take it from my FICO score. Let me just read, because I know some people do screenshots and all that kind of stuff. I don't want y'all to think this is cap. I don't want y'all to think this is cap. Let me see if I can find my name. It's not logged into nobody else's stuff. Excuse my internet. Come on. Not logged into nobody else's stuff. I don't want y'all to see the addresses and stuff. Y'all can see here at the bottom. Yeah, this is me, current day results, receipts. So again, if you've been thinking about getting your credit repaired with anybody else, you're about to do yourself a huge disservice. Waste a whole lot of money, waste probably a year plus on waiting for them to get you incremental results. When this dude, he ain't even finished because he's a perfectionist. But his incremental ain't their incremental. This is just the progress update. We ain't even done. We ain't even got to the business funding yet. But if you want to get your credit repaired,